Hey there, new recruit. When you joined the force, you probably thought it was all fun and games, driving fast cars, shooting all over the place, and arresting the bad guys. Well, not anymore.
Due to protocol, we're not allowed to do things the way we used to. We now need to serve and protect thanks to this damn charter.
This is a video guide teaching you, a new police recruit, how to be better in the modern era.
Hey, get up.
This is against the charter. This is against the charter. What are you doing? You have to have a proper reason to do this.
The only charter I need are right here.
Oh boy! Well, you see in section 9 of the charter, you need a proper reason to detain someone.
He's right, you know. Under Section 9 of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, every arrest must be reasonable and not arbitrary. Arrest the guy because he killed a bug? That's unreasonable. You can't do that. Throw a guy in the clink because he looked at your shoes wrong? That's arbitrary and you can't do that. As your CO, I'll be making sure that none of these rules are broken.
Man, this isn't cool, man. You know this is arbitrary? You can get in trouble for this.
You kidding me? This vest is all I need to let me do this. And this gun is all I need.
Dude, that's too much for me to handle, bro. I'm out.
This is a bad example of detainment. As an officer, you need a valid reason to detain someone. You need to catch someone in the act or have a probable reason to detain someone under the Charter. The Charter has been making policing far more complicated than ever before. Here's a real-world example of how the Charter has changed how policing has worked. Take the case of LeDuce v. the Crown. In 1990, a traffic stop was set up and Mr. LeDuce was pulled at a traffic stop and was detained for it, due to him driving with a suspended license. He tried the police who detained him as he believed he had been pulled over at a stop without a valid reason. His defense was that his detention was arbitrary, but the judge ruled otherwise. Although he lost the case, this is an example of how the Charter has made policing far more complicated. Let's go back to our guys for an example of good policing.
Where did my damn vest go? I swear I put it in the cruiser. Where did it go? Like, I just can't remember where I put it. It must have been there. I need that vest. Where could it... Whoa. Hey sir, where'd you get that vest?
What are you talking about? I'm a police officer.
Get down! Get down!
What are you gonna do? I got a police vest. No, I'm sorry. I'm down.
Stay on the ground.
I'm down.
You're under the arrest for the impersonation of a police officer and for theft.
I ain't even mad. It's not arbitrary and it's in our charter. Go rights. Ben.
Cruel and unusual punishments are things we just can't accept due to the Charter, and I guarantee you that it will not happen under my watch.
Section 12 of the Charter outlines that a punishment can't be excessive or disproportionate to the crime committed. For instance, a police officer can't shoot someone for stealing a candy bar just because they committed a crime. Context is incredibly important in the case of cruel and unusual punishment. These rules also apply to people who are detained in police custody or in prison. When questioning a suspect, asking questions is perfectly fine, but waterboarding, for instance, isn't permitted due to the Charter.
Cruel and unusual punishment is using force that is excessive and unproportional to the crime committed. In order to show you a good example of what not to do...
As usual, we have a real-world example. This time, it's Smith v. the Crown. Mr. Smith was detained at the border for attempting to smuggle 213 grams of cocaine through customs in 1987. This smuggling led to a debate on how one can ethically punish someone who committed the crime of drug possession, and how severe these punishments should be.
Alright, new recruit, now that you've learned what cruel and unusual punishment is, I hope you'll be treating your suspects with respect.
Oh! I love the Charter.